It was only 2 weeks ago when Christopher Ward released their latest dive watch, the Super Compressor Elite. And here we are today with yet another new release from Christopher Ward. This is a new C60 Trident Pro GMT. It's getting all the specs and upgrades that the Trident Pro Diver got just a little while ago, however now in a GMT form. Also, the one that I have to show you today is on the Consort bracelet, and there has been an update to that bracelet that they just recently made as well, and it is insane that they've already changed this bracelet a little bit to make it a lot more versatile, and that just tells you that Christopher Ward is constantly thinking about their watches, and I'm very excited to show you this. I have it hands-on. This is a blue dial version of their new C60 Trident Pro GMT. So let's flip the camera and take a look at this new Christopher Ward hands-on. When a popular brand releases a GMT version of one of their most popular watches, especially when it's a dive watch, it's not huge news, but it is definitely news, and especially when Christopher Ward do it, because they make improvements to all of their watches. This was recently improved, so the Trident overall, the Pro 300, was improved. They got a better light catcher case, the bezel, thinness, they put a display case back on it. They did a whole bunch of stuff to make this a better watch. The dive watch version of this watch. Now, this is a GMT version, and obviously a higher grade movement inside this watch because the GMT that they use in Christopher Ward is a Sellita SW330, so it's a thinner, higher end Sellita movement. That's not where the improvements end, however. You're getting a thin watch still with 300 meters of water resistance. It's still under 12 millimeters thick. In fact, well under 12 millimeters thick. This measures in, including the sapphire crystal that's slightly raised off of the ceramic bezel. It comes in at around 11.6, 11.5 millimeters according to my calipers. And I actually looked back when I reviewed the Trident Pro 300, the dive watch version. That comes in at around 11.2 or 11.3 millimeters, which means this is almost as thin as that watch. However, this is getting a GMT function on top. So that is excellent, and you're still getting that 300 meters of water resistance. This comes in at 39.9 millimeters is what I measure at the bezel. It measures in or is basically a 40 millimeter watch. You're getting a 47 millimeter lug to lug. Again, that is the exact same measurement that you would get on the dive watch version. And then a 6.7 millimeter crown. I think it's just maybe a hair smaller than the dive watch. Not sure why that is. However, there you go. And then you're getting, of course, the light catcher case. The light catcher case from Christopher Ward, one of the best, especially considering the prices of their watches. You can actually get this in a watch under $1,000 from Christopher Ward, and it has some of the best finishing that you will see on any case, and that's including price ranges in the tens of thousands of dollars. These cases are amazing. They've also paid a lot of attention to the bracelet on this watch. It's one of the biggest changes, and I'll talk about that in 1 second. I want to talk about the dial very quickly. This is a blue dial variant. I think they're only coming out with 3 versions to start. This is getting a blue glossy dial. It's getting all the improvements that the previous Trident got as well. So you're getting applied indices. Those are very liberally applied with Lume, with C1, BL, grade, X1, Superluminova. You're getting in the hands as well. All of the hands get Lume, so the hour, minutes, and of course the seconds hand, which is a Trident. You get that little Trident counterbalance, and then you have the GMT hand that also is getting Lume. The logo is applied at the 12 o'clock. I think it's like 5 different parts to that logo, so it's like a 5-piece logo that's applied at the 12 o'clock. And then at the 6 o'clock, you're getting the date. That's taking the place of the index at 6 o'clock. You're getting a color matched background on that. It says GMT, automatic, and then 300 meters above that. So there's a little bit of script at the bottom of the dial. Some people may not like that. The bezel is bidirectional on the production model. This is a prototype, so it is unidirectional. So it's only going in one direction, but the production model will be bidirectional. This one is bicolored. So it's dark blue at the top, and then light blue at the bottom. It's ceramic and it is lumed. Of course, we'll do a lume shot towards the end of the video. Screwed in case back, screwed in crown. The case back, you can see the Sellita SW330, which is a GMT version of the 300, and that is a very thin, higher end movement from Sellita. It's good looking, and it gets a little bit of a different rotor on it than previous models. This is something that they introduced a little while ago, maybe a year ago. So there's a little bit of a different logo on there for Christopher Ward that you didn't see previously. Actually, on this watch previously, it had a solid case back. Now, the bracelet. The bracelet is something that immediately when I saw this bracelet on this watch with this functionality, so they've added functionality to this bracelet. They call it a jewelry-like bracelet. It really does flow like jewelry. It's beautiful. You have, it's multi-link bracelet basically. You have polishing down those two center links. And then there's a center link that is brushed. The outer links are brushed as well. There's tapering to the bracelet, and on the side you have polishing. You also get screwed links, get solid end links, and quick release. So all the bells and whistles. Now, what's the biggest downfall or shortcoming, I should say, of a butterfly bracelet? No on-the-fly micro adjust. Now, a little while ago, Vacheron sort of corrected that problem. I actually own the Vacheron. That is the Overseas 3. I have the World Time version. All they did on the end links of the butterfly is add micro adjust. That's all they did, and they did it in a very clever way, and Christopher Ward have done it in a very clever way as well, giving you 3 millimeters of micro adjust. You can see I just pulled it out. It adds a little bit of space between the main link, the end link, and then the two center links, those polished links. That's it. And then you press it back in, and that's it. And you have 3 millimeters in total to adjust. And you are also getting half links. So they've actually added half links as well. This is a bracelet that they just recently came out with. I think it's been out for maybe a year and a half, something like that. And they're already improving it. That is Christopher Ward. They haven't just sat on their hands. They've actually made improvements to something that was already pretty damn good. Now all of their bracelets have built-in micro adjust. This on a strap, so this exact watch on a strap will be $1,195. If you want it on the traditional 3-link bracelet, I think they call it the batter bracelet. It's a 3-link bracelet essentially. That's $1,380. With the on-the-fly micro adjust on this Consort bracelet, this will be $1,420. You're getting a very high-end watch for under $1,500. That's what Christopher Ward do. They make very high-end watches for very good prices. This is just another GMT in their lineup. They offer other GMTs. However, I think this is probably now my favorite. I like the Sealander, but I like this a little bit better because it's a dive style, and I like that. Speaking of dive style, today I have probably one of the quintessential dive watches of all time. This is a 50 Fathoms Aqualung from the 1950s with lots of radium in it. It is very radioactive. I don't wear it very often. I actually just took it out of the bank because I've had it in there for a while and I haven't worn it in maybe 6 or 7 months. It's a real shame. I really should wear it more often, but I have kids and I get nervous about having this watch around them, so I don't even go near them when I have this watch on. It's not good. I don't know. I think about selling it, but I really don't want to sell it because I feel like I own a piece of history. It's really a tough decision to sell this, but I don't know. We'll see. And there it is on my 7.5 inch wrist. One thing about this bracelet is that it is extremely comfortable. It was extremely comfortable before they put micro adjust in it. Now you get that extra 3 millimeters of micro adjust that's on the fly. Plus you have these half links. This will be a very comfortable fit for most wrists. And you can see it's actually pretty thin here, 11.6 millimeters thick. It's a 39.9 millimeter watch, so 40 millimeters with a 47 millimeter lug span. I have a 7.5 inch wrist. I think it looks at home on my wrist. It looks fantastic. It's a great looking watch, and this bracelet just takes it to a new level. And there you go. Lume on here is excellent, very liberally applied to the hands, the indices. You're getting Lume on the second hand. You're getting Lume on the GMT hand. This is an office GMT. I do want to mention that. The Sellita SW330 is a office GMT, not a traveler's GMT. So that is something to keep in mind. I know a lot of people like a traveler's GMT, but some people do prefer an office GMT as well. And some people Don't care. I'm kind of one of those people. But this lume is excellent. You have a little bit of lume in the bezel. That triangle in the bezel is lumed, and it's basically lumed as well as all the other components on the dial and on the hands. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think of what Christopher Ward are doing, adding to their lineup, improving a lot of their models. This is an incredible watch, and I'm super excited that Christopher Ward keep on doing this and keep on coming out with consistently great watches. And here is just another one. I really love it. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. I do want to mention this will be released on August 1st. I am releasing this on July 25th, I want to say. However, this will be available on August 1st. I think the website will be live with this watch, but you won't be able to purchase until the 1st. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to the website and not seeing it, that's because it's not released, or it has been officially released, but just not released on their website yet. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.